Fox eyes. Basically an anime character. And I don't even know what's going on in the world right now. You have boob jobs, we have Botox, we have BBLs, and now Fox eyes.
Your eyes might be a little bit too small. Well, worry no more. I'm here to help. Let me just open that up for you. Just like that. Is that enough? Nope, you want it bigger? Okay, there we go.
Jesus.
Much better. Bright and natural. Just keep in mind that you won't be able to close your eyes when you sleep. You'll also be crying non-stop, even when you're not sad. What started as the double eyelid trend across Asia has recently just evolved into its own extreme version by Chinese influencers. At first, many influencers just wanted their eyes to look a little bit more attractive, but as you start digging deeper into this entire rabbit hole of the big eyes, small face aesthetic, we end up with the so-called fox eye look, which is this very creepy and exaggerated look where your eyes are stretched so far beyond your eyelids.
Oh God. I mean, who would... Oh Lord.
That looks like you could see into my future. They also say it's as easy as getting a new haircut, except it's for your eyes. Now, this all started with one of the most common cosmetic procedures in Asia, the double eyelid surgery. And it's so common to a point where parents literally give it to their children as graduation gifts, either after high school or sometimes even before high school. It essentially makes your eyes bigger and more attractive, which has been proven to help reward you in future job opportunities and relationships. I mean, at first you had people experimenting creating double eyelids with like safer methods. Things like double eyelid tape, which were temporary, and it helped you create a fold and a crease that can easily be removed, you know, no surgery needed. But of course, the tape would just sometimes fall off, so people resort to using glue, just hoping that it would stay on throughout the day. Now, the reason double eyelids are so popular is because it creates a visible crease right above your eye. The crease makes the eyes appear more larger, more defined, and just more prominent. And over the years, the big eyes look has been heavily associated with attractiveness throughout all of East Asia beauty culture. I mean, some parents even had the great idea of literally trying to modify their newborns to
leave the babies alone. Leave the children. Why can't kids just be kids? Why can't kids just be kids? Why can't they just play under the rain? Can just play with sand, run outside? Now you have you have parents rather, doing double eyelids, whatever, with their children. Why can't kids just leave the children alone? Jesus.
Have double eyelids. Let me just stick that on you. Don't worry,
look at
you'll
this.
Thank your mom later. Hopefully you grow up with big eyes. And many celebrities had already undergone the double eyelid surgery, so that wasn't the secret. So it started evolving slowly. Because regular double eyelids weren't enough, people wanted something bigger, something sharper, something that'll make you stand out. And that obsession created the fox eye surgery. This takes double eyelids to a whole nother level because it looks like you reverse engineered being Asian. On Douyin, you can see countless of these before and after videos of people getting these massive deep creases cut into their eyelids and then angling the outer corners up so the eye has a fox-like shape. Many people get mesmerized by these transformations and then start believing that their own natural eye shape should look like that. Now you can tell it gives a really creepy look to it because once the crease is pushed far beyond a natural width, the eyes start to look more like a lifeless doll's eyes, kind of glued onto a real face. There's also the other side to it, which is getting aesthetic eye bags, which are also exaggerated to where you end up with these puffy
Look at this. What is this? What? Vanity. Humans are very vain. What is this?
eyes. Now, there's two main things that people on Chinese social media confuse themselves with when it comes to the fox eye surgery. Using makeup tricks to make your eyes look bigger versus surgically expanding the eyelid itself. Those are not the same thing. The big eye, small face aesthetic is usually achieved through makeup. The whole point is that it's literally a visual illusion. But somewhere along the line, people started looking at this exaggerated makeup look and thought to themselves, what if I permanently become the makeup? And that's how they usually end up with a unnatural eye shape that looks really good with filters and makeup, but terrifying without it.
Oh,
Many
man.
of these exaggerated creases end up looking sunken, scarred, or even like permanently stiff. Your eyes start looking very disconnected to the rest of your face, which is genuinely unsettling. And that's where we get to one of the biggest side effects that people talk about after this procedure, the infamous meat strip. Not that kind of meat strip. What are you thinking? Basically, after the surgery, people end up developing these thick bulges above their eyelashes. Like, imagine if somebody took a hot dog and just tucked it under your eyelid. Or like they took like, I don't know, their sausage and tucked it. Now, the reason it happens a lot is because eyelid surgery is insanely delicate. Like, there is zero room for error. If too little fat is removed from the eyelid, your eyes become puffy. Too much and it becomes hollow to a point where it starts to look like it's sinking into your skull. Also, don't forget the scarring, because what's a transformation without battle scars?
双眼皮做完，我就感觉自己完全换了一个人，我感觉整张脸都换了。
从南昌过来，因为自身
Point where it starts to look like it's sinking into your skull. Also, don't forget the scarring, because what's a transformation without battle scars?
双眼皮做完
After finishing everything, I feel like a different person.
从南昌
I
过来，
came from Nanchang for my eye issue. Do you prefer natural or crazy? Prefer fox eye. Slightly upturned right. 7.5 millimeters is the width of the double eyelid she likes. We'll raise her eye corners and also open her inner eye a bit. The director has finished drawing the lines. Looking forward to it. Okay, I don't want to make a joke about, you know, Asians' eyes, but I guess they want to see better.
And this is how it looks like after it's healed. Definitely big enough now.
Lord.
Now, what's really crazy is how normalized double eyelids have become, because we've gone to a point where even those that are naturally born with double eyelids are thinking that double is not enough. So what? You get triple eyelids?
Triple? What the hell?
Yeah, so this woman came home from her double eyelid surgery one day and ended up with 3 eyelids. It's as if your eyelids just got a double chin. She said that when she looked in the mirror, her eyelids were red, swollen, and folded into 3 layers. She also couldn't open her eyes even if she tried to force them open with her hands. So this is exactly what happens when you're not satisfied with double. You end up with triple. Listen, Father's Day is coming up, so it might finally be time to upgrade you and your old man's
this is an
wallet.
ad.
See this baby right here? Extra wallet. It's like a wallet from the future. They also collabed with Messi of all people, so their lineup is low-key insane. Starting with the Wallet Pro, we got Italian leather, 0 plastic, holding up to over 14 cards, with a metal ejector. 1 tap, and the cards are all out. You can now just pay for overpriced bubble tea in style. Not just that, but you can literally slot in their Finder card. You'll literally never lose your wallet again. It's card size, it has Apple Find My, and it rings from over 300 feet. Now, if the Japan trip is making out the group chat this year, their travel vacuum bag that comes with a portable USB-C pump got you covered. It compresses your big items into 1 carry-on size bag. It's waterproof, the zipper's crazy strong, and you get 60% more space. It's pretty essential unless you love cramped luggage. Extra also offers a 100-day money-back guarantee, so if you're interested, use code WANI to get 20% off on top of the Father's Day promotion.
Yep, get your money, get your money.
Off. So combined, you could be looking up to 70% off. Links in the description. Thank you, Extra, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. It also doesn't help that a lot of these surgeons are basically working with templates. They usually cut beyond the eyelid to create a bigger fold, assuming that maybe after a week or 2, it'll, you know, heal back together and look natural. Sounds reasonable in theory, except everybody has different eyes no matter how you look at it. Many factors come into play, such as your eye shape, the amount of fat around your eyes, I mean, even straight up your skull, since the bones affect how everything looks. So guess what happens when you have a template of the fox eye aesthetic that you think will work on everybody? People start to heal in different ways, and you straight up get deformed eyes. Which brings us to the case of a woman named Wang Li, an influencer from Suzhou who underwent the fox eye surgery and ended up permanently crying forever. Now, this procedure wasn't done by a licensed surgeon. No, it was done by the clinic's marketing director. Of course, she didn't know that at the time, so during the operation, her tear ducts, a part of the eye that drains your tears, were cut, which led her with a level 9 disability. The muscle was over tightened to a point where it snapped, so now she couldn't stop crying and tearing up no matter what.
Crying infinitely. Crying infinitely. Ah, Lord. And I can bet she wasn't even bad looking before this triple eye or double eye fox eye surgery. Why do people do this stuff to themselves, man? Oh God.
Not because she was sad, but because she literally couldn't force herself to stop her eyes from
Look
water.
at this.
The clinic kept delaying and deflecting responsibility, so eventually Wang Li entered into legal action, and the unlicensed practitioner was sentenced to 6 months in detention and would be deported afterwards. Wang was also supposed to receive compensation for this. However, because she exposed the clinic online, she breached the contract that she had signed, which pretty much made her return almost all of the compensation that she'd got. Which is honestly just so stupid. It's like getting hit by a bus and then being charged for damaging the bus. Like, it's actually insane. Now, it's also easy to assume that a repair surgery is a quick fix, but many qualified doctors just completely stay away from this. This is mainly because fox eye surgery is often irreversible, so once the tissue is removed and once the skin is cut, they can't be replaced.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just him crying in Chinese. Brother, you did this to yourself. What do you... Let's go on with the video.
And the scary part is that every attempt to fix a previous surgery usually needs another surgery to fix what was fixed. It's literally a domino effect. Like, you need to fix the fix. That's why many surgeons stay away from eyelids at all, because even a tiny little mistake can completely change the way your face looks to other people. There's actually this massive influencer who ended up with one of the worst outcomes when it comes to this trend. Her name is Chen Nisi, and she's undergone 5 eyelid surgeries ever since she was 19 years old. Now, if you were anywhere near Chinese social media during her peak popularity, she had become one of the most talked about influencers because of her plastic surgery journey. Unlike a lot of influencers who just hide everything, she was actually pretty open about it. She uploaded videos explaining her surgeries, talking about her experiences, and overall just trying to spread body positivity all around, telling people to, you know, just love themselves, while also saying that she will still continue undergoing surgery for beauty. I feel like that's a repeating pattern in many of these cases now. Now, unfortunately for her, Chinese netizens are basically professional athletes.
I think the first step should be to get dental work done. What does that even mean?
When it comes to roasting. So after Chen's surgeries became a bit more noticeable, people started relentlessly mocking her for her appearance. People would just clown on her for her chin, and also just saying that she looked way worse than before the surgeries.
Damn.
Also comparing her old and new photos together.
Oh no. No. Look at this. This is before. Vanity.
It's honestly the most unwinnable game ever, because you get clowned on before surgery and then you get clowned on even more after surgery. So in a way to like prove her haters wrong or like show them she didn't even care, she decided to undergo the fox eye surgery. And this is where everything went downhill, because after the operation, she noticed a very noticeable crease. So then she got another surgery to make it look more natural. Then the wound reopened, so she got another surgery to try to fix that. Then more corrections, more repairs, and she was pretty much just trapped in this cycle to the point where she didn't even remember what the original issue even was. And because of all those repeated surgeries and fixes, she is now unable to close her eyes.
You can imagine.
I mean, just think about that. Her eyelids ended up losing 5 layers of skin. So she now has to use eye drops every couple of minutes because she can't blink. Yeah, sorry, we don't offer a warranty for that. If you end up losing basic human functions during the process, all best to you. And what's even weirder about all of this is that the clinic she supposedly went to was actually connected to one of these illegal beauty salons that opened up in Taiwan. Because just last year, Taiwanese media uncovered this Douyin influencer named Miss Chen who turned her shop into a makeshift surgery clinic. Yeah, she pretty much saw these videos on Douyin and tried to recreate it herself, but with her fans. Now, apparently she saw all these fox eye transformations and double eyelid surgeries that were blowing up on Douyin and Xiaohongshu. She saw people getting views and making money, so she decided, yeah, I'll give that a try as an influencer. I mean, of course, influencers watch these transformation videos all day. Obviously, they'd be more experienced than actual doctors. You'd be wasting your potential if you didn't try it out. I mean, I've been making videos on these trends for so long. Do you guys trust me with your eyes? Now, Ms. Chen had around 380,000 followers at the time, and inside her DIY clinic disguised as a salon, she began offering extreme double eyelid surgeries using the fox eye template. This was catered to all her fans who swore loyalty to her at that point. And of course, they came out with these failed fox eye procedures.
See, no matter how you look at this, it's just, I just ask one question. Do you like seeing? Do you like sleeping? You know what it means to not blink? How do people go through this shit and they think it's normal? What if while they are doing the, fox eye or whatever, they cut into some nerves and you go blind? And what if, like the other lady, I don't even know what her name is, she could not blink. You close your eyes and your eyes are still open. The other one was crying because the tear ducts have been affected. What are these people doing? Your eyes? Your eyes. Good Lord.
That left them with not so pleasant looks. Authorities later discovered that she had recruited 2 migrant workers to help perform these procedures, and none of them were licensed doctors. And yet her fans and their families were paying about 16,000 yuan for these experiment operations. This included fox eye surgeries using thread lifting. Innovation, I guess. Honestly, at this point, Douyin and Xiaohongshu or Rednote has genuinely convinced people to trust follower counts more than medical degrees. Eventually, authorities raided the salon, and I mean, what they found was insane. I mean, scalpels, laser equipment, sutures, basically an entire underground surgery setup, but for a salon. Ms. Chen later admitted to everything, and even manipulating her before and after posts on social media. She secured the bag of $20,000, and the district court sentenced her to 9 months in prison and also ordered her to be deported afterwards. I mean, this makes it clear how unregulated plastic surgery advertising can be on Chinese social media platforms. I mean, heck, even WeChat is suffering from this. Literally anybody with money can open up a salon, open a Douyin account, start posting stolen before and after videos, and pretty much just start having clients come in as they're training. This whole fox eye aesthetic is just so dystopian because you're essentially just trading your natural face for a makeup face. That's the irony. People undergo permanent surgery yet still have to rely on makeup to gaslight themselves that it's the only way to look good. So honestly, unless you want to sleep with your eyes open, which would be pretty cool, it's not worth it. I mean, there is one big takeaway from this though. If she ain't...
What do you mean sleeping with your eyes open would be pretty cool? It's not cool. The reason why your eyes are closed when you sleep, I can just imagine light entering into your eyes constantly as you are asleep. Imagine you looking, imagine if there was daylight. Why do you turn off the light when you go to bed? Why do you close your eyes? It's the same reason. Imagine light entering your eyes while you sleep. And now I'm not a scientist, disclaimer, but I think those two come hand in hand. So it won't be cool to sleep with your eyes open. Oh Lord, this is crazy. This is just crazy.